Oh. 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 Welcome to the 12th class in this series. We've subtitled it The Flipping of Consciousness. We'll explain it to you. At the end of some of the slides that we have prepared, we will do a kind of a practice session. The last time in the core of meditation, the previous class, we had spoken about why people try to wrestle with the mind, with thoughts, subconsciousness. That's because you have gone to the wrong place to meditate, as it were. You've gone down to the subconsciousness. And we had explained that you have to go to the higher layers of the mind in order to meditate. So we had given you this slide. You are the meditator, you are the subject, and you're meditating on the object. At the same time, you are aware of your body and things that are coming in your mind, that is through the sensory organs. So though we are meditating, we are more conscious of our sensory input and motor output. This is the lowest level of meditation. Apparently many people get stuck up here, and we need to understand that this is the first, you can say, step in meditation. As we keep on meditating, the subject is connected to the object in the way as both are interacting. Now, let me remind you that we are doing this on a very subtle level. This is the conscious level meditation. And as we are meditating, and another thing is that the subject and the object are not two disparate or two separate entities. They are within the field of consciousness. We had also shown us how it's like sunlight pouring down into the topmost layers of a lake or a body of water. The layer just below the surface is still suffused with light, sunlight. That is how consciousness is suffusing the object. The light is that consciousness, and the water is the memories, the whole host of memories that are there. Okay? But in meditation, in order to make it more effective and also to clarify things, we have separated the two things as subject and object. So the next level, as the meditation becomes deeper and deeper and deeper, you are now going down to the subconsciousness, where we had shown the subject becomes small and the object memories become larger. And that's the reason why we cannot manipulate the mind or the memories. They are too strong. That was the wrong path. We need to go to the right path. And as we are meditating, a meditation becomes deeper and deeper and deeper. The subject, as it were, is growing larger, and the object is growing smaller in dimensions. we have used these two dimensions in order to also show that there is something you as a meditator meditating on the object of meditation have become subtle. So this subtlety is there. At the same time, there is very less sensory and very less motor, you can say, sensations coming in. You can hear things, your eyes are closed, you can hear things, but you're hearing things as if like from a distance. You're feeling the body less, that is, your body consciousness is going down. You are more centered in your mind. So as the meditation becomes deeper, it's becoming more subtle, what happens is you're losing every trace of external things. And this is where all that meditation practices was leading you to the flow. If you remember, in a previous series, we ended that meditation for beginners with the flow. There are two levels of that flow. And we have shown that there's a lower level and a higher level. At the lower level, it is like activity without activity. It is movement without moving. It is effort effortlessly. And we had given an example of, suppose there's a lake and you know there's fish inside. You throw in one part some bait and you will see the fish rushing towards that bait. Similarly, all the impressions of meditation in the mind rush up and push you up in that flow. As the flow deepens, you go to the higher level of the flow. The higher level of the flow is now you are not aware of your body, you are not aware of the external world, you are completely engrossed with only the object. The dimensions shown is the subject is larger and the object is smaller. It is just to show you that at this level the subject has become subtle and the object of meditation also has become very subtle. And as this flow, as this meditation becomes deeper and deeper, you're engrossed, you have lost all contact with the external world. You are now moving effortlessly. And as we are moving effortlessly in that, the meditation becomes deeper and deeper, and the object of meditation becomes closer and closer. It is like both the subject and the object, the meditator, the object of meditation, and the process of meditation. They are getting, as it were, compacted. They're getting closer and closer and closer. And there will come a time as this meditation, you can, if it is sustained for a length of time, then what happens is you will find there is a fusion of the subject and object, and everything, the memories and everything, the higher meditative memories and everything are fused. There is a stillness, there is a perfect one-pointedness, and it is here that intelligence of consciousness expands. Both subject, the meditator, and the object of meditation and the process of meditation are within the larger fields of intelligence or awareness. So as they fuse, they come closer and closer, subject comes closer and the object comes closer. And at this point, something happens, and there is something called the flipping of consciousness. It is something like you're watching a kind of an object which is mother in profile. She is the object, and then suddenly mother switches and becomes a subject. And you are the meditator, the subject has become the object. The consciousness flips. The object becomes subject, and the subject becomes the object. This is the flipping of consciousness. Okay. If you look at the object, as it were, is coming closer and closer and closer to the meditating subject, and suddenly it flips. The object becomes a subject. This is a tremendous event in a meditative, you can say, mind. It is a form of a tremendous, you can say, experience. It's sometimes we feel the subject here becomes the object and the object becomes the subject here. And there are many phenomena which are recorded. If you look at out-of-body experiences, near-death experiences, most of these things are nothing but a kind of a manifestation of the consciousness flipping. People interpret it differently. They have no idea that consciousness can flip. And that's the reason why in the most of our meditation, you can say, techniques inculcated by the Ramakrishna mission, especially our order, we have to meditate on the object of meditation within the heart as facing you. And you are supposed to approach that. So already the seeds of knowledge have already been sown that that object of meditation is actually the subject. And you as a subject of meditation are actually an object. You're just going down deeper and deeper and deeper, deeper. And at that point when both fuse, as it were, then what happens? The consciousness flips. In the puja, you can say vidhis, puja traditions, also in many traditions, the methodology is the jiva, the individual soul, merges in the supreme soul and then disengages from there and then worships the deity. It is, as I say, to worship God, one has to become godlike. Something like Devo Bhutva Devam Yajit. One worships or sacrifices to the God after becoming God. So there also we have been told that the object of meditation is in the final analysis the real subject. God is the real subject of our consciousness. And what we thought of as me, that kind of is detached and watches the whole thing. So once again we will see how the consciousness flips through this small kind of clip. Holy Mother is, as it were, the object approaching the subject, you, the meditator. And then the object, as it were, switches, flips and becomes the subject. And you become the object. This is the great experience within consciousness. It completely eradicates all your old conceptions of consciousness. What exactly is this? Okay. Now, in the higher reaches of this meditation, like after you get into the flow, the lower flow, and then you get into the higher flow when you're oblivious of everything except the object of meditation and you are meditating. It is during this time when the merging comes. How do you practice it? We will try it. So follow me as we try to meditate. Okay. Sit down straight, as it were. Keep your neck and head and body in a straight line. Close your eyes, please, or half close them. Take long, deep breaths and become aware of your long, deep breaths. As you breathe in deeply, just relax your body. Don't let it go flaccid. Keep it erect and easy. Now breathe naturally. Don't deeply breathe. Become aware of your chest rising and falling with each inhalation and exhalation. Detach your tongue from the palate or from the teeth and let it just lie down easy in your mouth, please. Focus your eyes, as it were, at the point on your chin, in the center of your chin. Keep your gaze fixed here. Keep your tongue free. There should be no movement at all of either the tongue or the eyeballs. Give yourself a minute to stabilize. Now visualize your face as if you are looking in a mirror. The mirror is held up right in front of your face. Look at your own face, the reflection of your own face. Now make it angelic, make it divine. You are used to seeing your face as the ordinary face. Now make it angelic, make it luminous. Gaze at it intently. Your face is luminous, calm, peaceful, divine, compassionate. Gaze at this reflection of your face, please. Now remove that face and gaze at the picture of your heart. We generally see this as your heart. It's red in color. the well-known symbol of your heart. Make it luminous and red in color. That is just a symbol of the heart, the ordinary, mundane symbol of the heart. Now switch over to the mystic symbol of the heart. See a circle, red in color, with a central hub with 8 spokes and a rim. This is your mystic heart, a mystic chakra. Visualize it as red in color, like the rim of a bicycle, the rim connected with the spokes, 8 in number, and with the hub, all in red. Now spin that wheel gently clockwise. And let it approach you. Let it keep on approaching you slowly as it is spinning. Red chakra. And feel it is merging into you. Feel yourself one with the chakra, red chakra. Identify yourself with it. Become one with it. Silently repeat, Om. Om. Now once again take long deep breaths, please. And relax and open your eyes. This is one of the methodology to make the subject and the object one. And as it's fused, then it flips. We cannot make you experience the flipping from here. You've got to practice it. I have used the methodology that is known to be very effective. I've used various symbols that are also well known. It is now the question of you merging, getting absorbed in that meditation. This is the crest of meditation, the very acme, the climax of the process of dhyana. There are, of course, other higher processes, but this is the acme, the very, you can say, jewel of the very heart of meditation. When the consciousness flips this way, it becomes this. Okay. Learn first to fuse both the object, the subject, as well as the process of meditation together. And then things will happen by itself. There is no particular technique to separate the two things. It happens by itself when they are fused. Okay. We'll stop here for today. We'll take up any questions if there are, or we will meet next Saturday, same time, same place here for me, you will be. And we will take up a form of mystic meditation on the chakras. So we will proceed as far as we can with this series, and then we will see what we can do for a slightly advanced, you can say, aspirants. Because if you have been meditating the way you have been trained now, or instructed rather, you would have reached a level of competence, and that makes things much easier. Okay. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.